Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm a spiritual mentor, and I have a reading for you today. So I have set the intention that this message be for the collective's highest good and of high integrity. And already there is a handful of archangels that have stepped forward, but Archangel Azreal has stepped forward in particular. And he is here to assist with the collective's transition, specifically the Earth's transition at this time. So let's see what messages he wants to bring forward. I've already had the Chariot fall out. That one too. So here's our first card, the Chariot. And this to me feels like a messenger coming in. This is a card of balance. This is bringing in both the balance between the shadow and the light aspects, and knowing that in the midst of all of these transitions, you are still the one holding the reins. So while you might not be able to control external circumstance, you can control your alignment and how you are able to navigate this season within this time. All right, and I also have the King of Cups, which is a message. The message that's coming through is to really have that higher alignment and pairing the logical with the intuition or the emotional wisdom that you carry within you. I have the Page of Cups here, which is a card of creativity and joy, of playfulness. It's time to start a creative journey. There is something that you have been guided to embark on, and I feel there has been some resistance. Now, I actually flipped this card upright, but originally I believe that it was in the reverse. This is the Six of Wands, which is often a card of celebration, and celebration has been coming through with other beings that I have been channeling today. In this particular reading, what I'm feeling into is that this is a season of celebration, but you feel as if you have not earned it. Well, that's quite silly. With all the work that you've done, if you have landed here within my page, within this video, within this time space, and if this is a timeless reading, but you have done so much work to get to where you are now. You have been attempting to understand your being, of who you are on an internal level, not based off of external inputs and circumstances. So Archangel Azreal is stepping forward today in order to inspire you to claim the recognition that you so rightfully deserve. Let's see. I'm being called back into the King of Cups here. He has these little golden orbs around his hands, which when I'm tuning into the energetic body, that gold around the hands often refers to Reiki or just energy healing in general. So maybe this is something that you are being called to explore, or perhaps you already have some knowledge, but I feel like whether you book a session with somebody else or if you just tune in to your own energetic body, energetic healing is going to be really important for you at that time. It's going to be able to help you to stay grounded and centered amongst some of this chaos that is happening. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so I have the Five of Cups, which is about releasing that inner turmoil, that inner conflict, that what he's saying to me now is that perhaps you have been tempted to enter into or embody seasons from the past. You are a person who is no stranger to mental struggles and depression, whether that's seasonal depression or if you've had other experience. There have been seasons in your life where you have turned off your emotions, and then as you've been on this healing journey, you have learned how to navigate and heal them, and just come to terms that you are going to experience a full range of emotions, both negative and positive. But at this moment, there is something in particular that you're holding on to that doesn't fully serve you, and it's time to release that now. This emotion that's being depicted here in the Five of Cups is not one that is energetically attuned to your authenticity. The Queen of Cups, and then right after that, I get the Queen of Wands, which is, I love it. Beautiful. Amazing. Queen of Cups is really telling me that, like, you are the master of your emotions. You have the ability to navigate these depths with grace and ease because of that emotional intelligence that you have cultivated. And it is one of your superpowers. This is your ability to navigate your emotional landscape, is what inspires you to shine your light for others to see, because you know how hard it is to be in those transitional spaces with no one there to guide or comfort you. You are here to assist others in pulling themselves up out of these lower vibrational spaces and to not identify with them, because while you are a human experiencing these, they are not your identity. And the trouble begins when we begin to identify with these. Well, I'm just always going to be here because this is just who I am, etc. And so part of your soul work, part of the mission that you are being encouraged to embark on, is part of shining your light. And this could simply be starting a blog or even starting a journal, just so that you can see your own progress and your own wisdom through the words that you write down. But it is definitely related to the throat chakra. There is definitely words, whether it's a vlog, blog, something along those lines, where you're meant to really explore what your journey has been like and the things that have helped you navigate those deeper emotions, because these depths are not anything to be afraid of. Society has taught us to cut ourselves off from these depths, when accessing the depths allows us to access more, the heights, basically. Accessing the depths assists us in accessing the heights. This is it's a symbiotic flow. It's a give and a take. It's an ebb and flow. It is a cosmic dance of alignment. The Queen of Wands is also one that, she's accompanied by the lion. So she has the element of strength, but she also has so much playfulness and joy to share with those around her. She is one that she will approach serious matters with that seriousness, but when that seriousness isn't required, she will fall into that playfulness and that joy. So maybe you are being called to cultivate some more playfulness in your life. I also have the Temperance. This is a card of balance. This is a major arcana related to allowing yourself to explore both the ethereal and the physical, of navigating what it means to be a spirit in a body. How are you able to bring balance and magic and cultivating this energy of play and togetherness, whether that is just togetherness with you and your the different aspects of yourself, or if this is coming together in community and group settings. There's also, I need to mention all of these animals that are coming through here. So whichever ones are really standing out to you, perhaps look into their spiritual association. I know just yesterday I had a roadrunner that was sitting right by my driveway. So as soon as I pulled into my driveway, I was like, oh, that was a sign for me. So that's very cool. And so I have the Queen of Coins, which is our third queen here. And she is a card of stability, nurturing, harvest. This is just sitting back in the reassurance and the stability of knowing that you are greatly cared for in this physical reality. You are spiritually supported, and that, of course, reflects in our physical. So whether you are now or are coming into physical support, there's going to be really amazing foundations that are being built for you here. And I'm just a reminder, this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. But I have the Eight of Wands also. So, and these all came out together: Temperance, Queen of Coins, and Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is heart-centered, quick movement. So whatever it is that you are being tasked with in creating in this journey that you are embarking on, maybe this is simply the journey of self-exploration, but it's very important that you begin this now. Whether that is you begin the YouTube channel, or you begin the blog, or you just open up the journal, there's something very important about not putting this off. That the foundations are being built now, so that in the new year, or whenever you're watching this, within 2 or 3 months, you have already laid the foundations for you to expand upon. So whatever you're hoping to come into fruition by spring, you're cultivating those seeds now. And Archangel Azreal is coming in again and just reminding you to really pay attention to your spiritual connection. Make sure you're doing your energetic practices and that you are connecting to source energy or your higher self, and then also grounding, because the grounding of that authentic vibration is going to be just really beneficial. It's going to really aid you in bringing this energy to life. Oh, look at that. All right. Page of Wands. Wait, that's our second page. This one is one of my favorites because this feels like magical creation. It is also another playful energy. The fox is very creative, and he's cultivating with the passion and the curiosity of just magic, and really playing with what does magic mean to you? What does it mean to tap into this energy of magic and creativity and play? Again, paired with the Page of Cups here. These really complement each other in being able to rest in your play and then create from your play. Oh, and then I have the Knight of Swords. Just reiterating that it's time to take action on this now. And I feel this is such a beautiful project. I feel that this has ties to the community. Whether this is like a community center or like a community college, I'm just seeing community, like I'm actually seeing buildings. I'm seeing community buildings. And the Knight of Swords is one that, he's known for rushing into action, but he's done a lot of the work to prepare. So that while sometimes this card can mean rushing in hastily, for this reading in particular, I don't believe that is the case. Part of you may feel like, oh, well, who am I to just jump into this? Or I'm not prepared to just jump into this. But the archangels are coming in and telling me that you have already done so much of this work and preparation. Perhaps art is really important to you. So I'm seeing a sketch pad. These are things that you have learned and cultivated on your own, and now it is time to begin to share them. Whether you're comfortable stepping into a teacher or leadership position, you can be a peer sharing this knowledge with other peers. So you do not have to put yourself in a position of authority for this to be beneficial, but know that you have laid the groundwork. You are fully prepared for this journey. Take action. This is fantastic. This is going to be so exciting. I'm just loving this energy. This is quick movement, but it's passion fueled. And it is with that logic and the intuition. It is really an embodiment. And I have the Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, I'm using the Austere Tarot deck. This deck, it shows the threads of fate, weaving and cutting. And this is part of your destiny. This is part of your path. This is part of who you are. You are embodied in the magic that you are creating and calling in. Perhaps you haven't found those communities that really make your soul sing. Maybe you haven't found those communities that really make your soul sing. Take it upon yourself to create those communities yourself. Create a Discord group. Create an online platform. Facebook groups are an option. You know, whatever you are feeling called to. It's going to flow so much easier than you would imagine. I'm picking up on a little bit of resistance and perhaps even anxiety on your end. And they're saying to don't get in your head about it. Sink back into your heart space. Anytime that you're feeling fearful or doubtful, take those few mindful breaths. Return to your heart space. Ground your energy and just remind yourself, Source would not have encouraged you and urged you to take this step on this path if it wasn't meant for you to succeed in. And then I get Judgment in reverse as well as the Hermit. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time to come out of hiding. You have been allowing your brilliance to be hidden, and that is what is leading to these feelings of isolation and detachment from just the experience around you. By truly understanding who you are and what you came here to share with the collective, you will begin to understand that there is no wrong step. There is no wrong step. Because whatever it is that you're creating is malleable, it's playful, it's full of joy, it's creativity. It is something that can grow and change as you go. So don't be concerned of like laying a foundation and then, okay, I'm stuck with that because that's what all the work that I've already done has supported this foundation. But now I've shifted and changed and grown and I actually want to do something else in this sphere. You can just, it's like clay is what I'm seeing. And you can just shift that and create something new. I'm going to pull one last card of advice for this collective. Thank you, Archangel Azreal, for showing up, as well as Chimuel and Michael. I really appreciate your presence here with us today. So I pulled one card, and they're saying no, a few more, just a stack, no big deal. 7 of Cups. Perhaps you have been tuning into some energies of jealousy, okay. There has been jealous energies around you, and that is part of what is deterring you from taking action into this path. Do not fear, for you have an incredible spirit team who is here to protect and guide you on this journey. They will not allow jealous energies to interfere with your path. This will be successful. You have everything you need already within you. Victory is guaranteed. You are an enlightened being, whether you choose to see yourself as such or not. You have done so much work in crafting and creating the mental structures that support you, and now it is time to teach others to do the same. You have freed yourself from the mental burdens, and while you may be tempted on occasion to fall back into that, as are we all, you have stayed strong within this connection to spirit and to your soul. This is such a beautiful blessing. There are many who come into this lifetime hoping to achieve this level of clarity and are not allowed to do so, or don't have the tools necessary to get here. You've sourced these tools from within. I feel very strongly that you have not had a very strong, stable outward influence in navigating these mental trials and tribulations. This is something, while maybe you have been inspired by others, or you have been, influenced, and they've caused that spark within you, you have not had that stable grounding presence of a leader, of a guide, of a teacher. This is something that you had to do for yourself. You are absolutely prepared to take on this journey. And while there is physical work involved in creating the structures to allow stability for this to truly flourish and grow, this is going to be with great reward. And do not allow yourself to just become distracted. I'm feeling into discipline that is necessary here. Discipline that you've already cultivated within yourself, and now it is time to just apply it into this project. I also have the 9 of Cups, which is a very comforting and nurturing card, saying that after, once you build these stable foundations and structures, that you will be allowed to rest within this creation, knowing that it's almost self-regenerating. It's almost self-supporting, where once you lay the structures, once you have that groundwork accomplished, you'll be able to just rest in this. And also you will be calling in companions that will support you and support this vision, this thing that you are creating. 9 of Wands, which is a card of the wounded healer. This is being able to navigate with stealth in certain degrees. In this particular situation, I'm being called to don't ignore your shadow. Don't ignore the this is whispers of the inner child. Your inner child is bringing things to your attention that are part of them. There is gifts involved. And so your inner child is bringing these things up to the surface so that you can uncover the gifts that lay within. But because of the influence of your childhood, because of the trauma that you have witnessed and occurred, the gifts lie in the healing. And you have done a lot of this work already, but by addressing the shadow, by addressing the inner child, you will be able to uncover the gifts that lie within these depths, within these nuggets, within this healing. And then I have the Emperor. Stable foundations. I'm always called to artistic aspects because of the tattoos that are drawn on him. And then the horns feel really significant to me as well. Just knowing that you have that guidance and that protection. You have very strong protector guides. And I feel like this is protector guides, and perhaps Archangel Michael is on your core spirit team as well. But this is something that you are very protected in, and the Emperor is a very stable, and it's mature growth. It's mature growth. It is building on the foundations. It is understanding your spiritual connection and just really leaning into that intuitive wisdom and knowledge that you already possess. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.